Hi, my name is Joel Gallegos, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about the wireless industry and a couple of different carriers out there in regards to me being a consumer, and also I used to be in the industry for about 9 years. So what I'm really going to kind of focus on are your top two carriers right now, which is basically Verizon and AT&T. Obviously, you know AT&T is very, very popular just due to the fact that they carry the iPhone. That contract will be up by next year, so the iPhone is going to be exclusive to other not exclusive, but available to other carriers as well. It's just a matter of time to see who actually picks that up as well. So, which will definitely expand that carrier's customer base. So let's go a little bit into Verizon and why I'm a big fan of Verizon. First of all, they use CDMA technology. They have one of the largest national networks here in the country. Which is huge, I mean, in regards to their calling plans, just due to the fact that they do have the largest customer base out there, which allows you basically free in-network calling, which is huge. They do offer unlimited plans, just like any other carrier does right now, just to remain competitive. That's a little bit about Verizon in regards to the technology side on their network itself. AT&T basically is GSM technology. It's not that established here in the States. It's a newer technology, so it's not available everywhere like CDMA is. The pro to GSM though is that it is a worldwide technology. It's what the majority of the world uses actually. So that's a big plus if you are big into international travel. This would actually help you out in that sense. But the majority of us, don't do a lot of international traveling, so it's not that huge of a factor. The biggest thing about Verizon, though, is with that CDMA technology, they do also have the largest 3G network, which is huge when you're using data, which the majority of us basically use PDAs and so forth. And the main focus of cell phones is kind of going in that direction, to use them just specifically for data as business tools, emails, since the majority of us rely on it daily. So I'll kind of go into phones for each carrier, which phone has kind of kept them, in the running with each other. So obviously, with AT&T, it's the iPhone. It's an Apple product. I mean, for you people that are extremely loyal to Apple, I mean, this is perfect for you. So a lot of people have actually signed up with AT&T just for that specific purpose, not necessarily knowing what they were getting into in regards to the coverage and so forth. The big downfall to that is that with that phone being the most popular phones sold in history, I mean, so many people actually swamped AT&T's network, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you have noticed. If you do carry an iPhone, you'll have certain times where you'll have network crashes. A lot of your services will not be available, if not all of them. So that's one of the huge problems with that. It did overload AT&T's network. So, in regards to that, I mean, with Verizon, they are kind of set up to be able to handle that type of product when they do actually carry it, if they ever do pick up the iPhone or something like that. But what they do have right now is it's an Android phone made by Motorola. The functionality of this phone is awesome. I've messed around with it. I'm actually considering getting the phone itself. And a lot of my buddies actually just got it, and I mean, the things that are available on this phone are amazing. I strongly recommend you take a look at it. It works off in an Android system. It's set up to compete with Apple in regards to media, going in to be able to purchase apps, songs, you name it, as easy as you would on an Apple phone, on the iPhone. And the biggest thing with this is Verizon can actually support that larger customer base, so you won't run into those network failures or system issues with the phone. Pricing, in regards to pricing, they're both pretty competitive with each other, Verizon and AT&T. But like I said, with AT&T, I mean, you don't have the coverage that you do with Verizon in regards to 3G, which you're going to have slower data speeds. So, I mean, there's no sense in paying just as much for lower quality service. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, obviously. So for you Apple fans, I strongly suggest you shop around. There's a lot of other pieces of equipment out there like this Motorola Android product that I'm talking about with Verizon that's very, very competitive to the iPhone, and if not, in which case I think is actually even better in regards to the data side of things, email and so forth. So I honestly feel that Verizon has the competitive edge. Largest customer base. I mean, they're a little bit above AT&T, but they're still up. They're still number one. They got the largest 3G network. The only true pro with AT&T is that they use GSM, which you can use internationally. But I mean, you can get a prepaid phone and use that internationally if you necessarily needed it for that. Um, Apple's contract with AT&T is ending soon, so if you are a true Apple fan, other carriers will carry that phone within a year. And like I said, the Android is just as user-friendly and has a lot more capabilities than the iPhone itself, so I strongly recommend you take a look at that phone. So what it comes down to is just what's important to you. Is it quality of service, data? I mean, that's the main things you got to focus on for yourself. And like I said, Verizon's an extremely reliable company. I think that's what matters at the end of the day. There's no point in having a cell phone if it doesn't work or doesn't work correctly. So, well, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, let me know. But I strongly recommend Verizon over AT&T in regards to plans, data, reliability, and so forth. Have a good day.